Hey guys, on this week's episode of NBA Weekly, we are talking about the conference semifinals, right? We're talking about the Celtics-Cavs game. We're looking ahead to the Houston Rockets-Warriors series, and we're going to be talking about some NBA news this week, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Look what I'm whipping up. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping up. This is America.
Good choice, Evan.
I know, right? Great choice.
Full disclosure, I didn't even like this dude till that song came out.
Really?
Man.
No?
I was on the street too. I was like, that dude black. And I was like,
You're like,
Yeah.
why did you do
I
this?
felt so black when I watched the video. I was like, my blackness is.
Next thing you know, you're at home doing this. You're like going
I was
on.
having, I had that same outfit on last night.
Definitely.
Shout out to your boy.
Shout out to the boy, Challenge Gambino.
Yeah.
All right, man.
What is up, everybody? Thanks so much for joining us this week on NBA Weekly here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm your girl, Christine Alexis, and I'm joined by my lovely panel. Guys, introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. So I was still jamming out. Like
Sorry.
Gambino's got me hooked with this one. But David Bloom for if you're tuning in for the first time, if you haven't remembered me. Hi, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, everybody. Monse here, ready to talk about this game.
Hey, your boy, Evan T. Mack here. What's going on, y'all? What's good? Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day!
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. Thanks so much, you guys. I see there's people in the live chat right now. Shout out to you guys.
For
Yeah.
real.
For joining us real late here on the West Coast
Yeah.
on Mother's Day.
Seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
But you know the NBA gave us a game today, so we got to talk about it.
Can we talk about, before we really go into it, can we talk about how they gave us one game? I really don't understand why the
Salty,
Warriors got such a big break.
got a
They
mad
actually
break.
finished before the Cavaliers,
Right.
and then they're playing later. You know,
out?
I really hate how everybody's trying to coddle Curry's injury over here.
Where they do that at? Why Monday?
Why are we playing Monday? Why did you have to? No.
Okay. My gripe with today is how early the game was.
It was 12.
Because there should have been two games.
It
There should have been
Exactly.
2 games.
That's
You
I
put
don't know
one
about
at
that.
you put one at 12:30.
Okay, and your team should have played since they finished earlier than the Cavs.
But listen, I'm thinking about stretching out basketball as long as we can.
For
'cause
sure,
We only
but-
have but so much left, so
Great.
I'll wait
Yeah.
another day.
For
That's
sure,
fine.
so your team
Fair.
still should have played first because that's really the
real.
fair way. I don't understand why even everybody's
Why
calling
y'all
the
trying to get boy
Warriors.
Steph all rested up?
Why are we getting them like that's ridiculous?
I mean-
Warriors should have played today. Let's be real.
They want something. They want a part 4.
Let's be real.
They want round 4.
Let's be real.
They're waiting for it.
Before we get too deep into this, I just gotta say, Evan, in the chat, they are missing you dressing up on your wrestling shows. A
Listen.
lot of people want you to dress up
I'm
here.
gonna need y'all to understand something here. I'm trying to work it out, man. I'm trying to be classy out here. Everybody, people think I just dress like a fool all the time. My daddy was like, "Boy, if you don't put on a damn blazer, I can't have." But I can't have my dad coming for me, y'all. That's what this is about.
So you're wearing a tank top under the blazer?
Exactly.
Oh, classy.
Yeah, I gotta mix
Yeah.
it up.
Classy.
Yeah, I still gotta rebel, man.
For sure.
My dad
for
tuning
sure.
in talking trash, so I gotta, you know what I mean?
I feel that.
Yo, chill, pop.
Yeah. Looking classy.
We all look good tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
Y'all looking good.
Well, let's get into it. So the game that we did have today was game 1. The Celtics defeated the Cavs 108-83. It was
breaks
an
off that team.
awful game.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
was not
Nothing.
a fun game.
It was not fun to watch.
No.
There wasn't any moment where I was like, oh man, the Cavs are gonna get back in this thing. Let me keep watching. I walked away from the TV a couple times. Like
They cut it to
straight up.
12 that one time.
One time to 12.
Yeah.
Their biggest lead in the entire game was like 3. And it was the very beginning of the game. It was just watching the game. It felt effortless from the Celtics. Tatum would get the ball and score. Rozier, I think it was like 8 points, but still, he was dishing out the ball, like 8 or 9 assists. It's my boy, you know, I gotta be high on him.
Boy,
The boys hooping, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I always think of you now every time I
You
see
got to.
Terry
It's the
Rozier.
effect.
Yeah.
There's joy at the
Straight
hip.
up.
It's the effect.
You can't think about Bloom
Me
without
and
thinking about
Terry.
Rozier.
But Horford was doing good. Morris was doing. They're all doing good, and their defense was amazing too.
That's
Every
the
time the Cavs would take it down the floor, like they'd have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They'd pass the ball around, but unless LeBron was given a semi-open shot or like one of those little LeBron layups, like they weren't scoring.
Yeah.
You know about the LeBron layups.
Super
Anything
boring.
it goes in.
Yeah, super boring game. Like you just said, effortless for the Celtics. But I don't know about you. Maybe it's just because I'm a big LeBron fan, but I feel like LeBron does this every game 1. He kind of like takes a step back and he kind of observes. I didn't see an effort from LeBron like we've seen in the last couple games. I feel like he kind of does this. He observes and is kind of like, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. Got it. Now I know what to do, because let's be real, he didn't give us the effort that we've seen the last how many games from LeBron? And you're right. The Celtics put it in fourth gear in 10 seconds, and then they never had a chance of coming back. But I don't know. I'm not really worried
Miss
about
Monty,
it.
you do know a thing or two about basketball. You really do. There's nothing more refreshing than ladies that know basketball. It's a beautiful thing. But LeBron James is sitting around like, all right, Brad Stevens, let me see what you're going to do. Oh, for real, okay, you got the double team coming over the top. Everybody switching everything. Hands all over the place. Waving in the air, waving like they just don't care. I get it. I understand. We understand, Brad Stevens. You're the greatest coach in the history.
Yep, we get it.
We understand.
We get it.
You're guarding LeBron like Popovich guards him. You are a very smart dude. Game 2 is the game that decides this whole series.
Yes.
For sure.
If they get the doors blown off them after this, they will get swept.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. Basketball is a very simple thing. And it's one of those weird things. It's the only sport in the whole world, in every sport, cricket, badminton, handball, lacrosse, it's the only sport in the world where if shots just start falling, they all just start falling.
Yeah,
How
it's
in the
crazy.
name of how in the hell are they shooting as a team 60% for the whole half?
No, that's stupid.
Do people know what 60% is? Bloom, 60% was that in baseball? Like batting like 450?
Oh, it's too much.
It's
It's way too much.
too much.
Way
you know?
too much.
Yep.
400.
No, that's too much.
No,
Yeah.
That's more. No, that's more. 60%.
What? People have no idea how much that is as a team.
Right.
And they ended shooting 51% as a team.
Everybody was contributing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what stood out to me was the fact that the Celtics had 60 points in the paint in this game.
Jeez, ain't crackers.
Compared to the Cavs that had only 38 points. And they were 4 for 26 from 3-point range.
Yeah.
So the shots were not falling for them all night.
15%, you say?
Yes.
How you gonna win?
Yeah.
That's the
There's
thing.
no
They
way.
weren't going to win putting up those numbers. And it's like you said before, I have to, resign myself to the thought that maybe LeBron is just observing right now, because what else can be the reason behind a 15-point performance and 7 turnovers by yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
not LeBron.
His head wasn't fully locked in. Maybe he was just figuring things out,
Figuring things
trying
out
to
a little bit.
out-chess Brad Stevens in this.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He knows how they're going to defend them now. So it's like game 2 is very important.
Yes.
Not just because you need it, because you have to get a game in Boston.
Yes.
You just have to.
Oh, of course. No,
But,
it's
yeah.
a thing. If you're the lower seed, you gotta win a road
Yep.
game, which is bigger than people think.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's like, we'll see what happens game 2. If they lose game 2, they're going to get swept. The Cavs will
agree.
get swept.
Yeah.
It's just that simple, man. This Cavs team is doo doo. This needs to be because y'all need to understand something. Just because I ride with LeBron, just because I would name my first through fourth born son after LeBron James. It's because I want to lock LeBron James' hair. Just because I want to listen. Just because I want to clone LeBron. It doesn't mean I gotta be crazy now. That
Yeah.
team is doo doo.
No,
They're
it's
awful. And
terrible.
if the Celtics get in rhythm, that's it.
It's
That's
a wrap.
it.
Because they're a great team.
They are so good. They are so good.
Oh goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, Bean. Girl, because I'm gonna forget this.
Yeah, go for it.
Can we talk? Because everybody, this is what they like to do. Because everyone gets sidetracked because LeBron James, they want to compare him to Michael Jordan. They spend so much time trying to say he's not the GOAT. So so all these other athletes in the NBA, they don't get blamed for anything because it's all about LeBron, right? No one talks about how CP3 just got to a conference final for the first time, and they just gloss over that.
Right.
They need to talk about how isn't this the biggest indictment on Kyrie Irving? It has to be. And everybody's just letting that dude sit on the sideline, laugh and stuff like that. Kyrie Irving, both teams he just played for are in the finals.
Interesting.
That is crazy.
Without him.
Yeah.
Now, so what I'm trying to say is he really that big of an impact on the floor? Is he really?
I know. What do the Celtics do in the offseason?
They're going to get Rozier a big check because he's going somewhere else.
He's gonna
Rozier
go-
about to
he's-
get paid.
He's going bye-bye?
I think
he
you let
might
him, but
be.
you let him leave though. I say let him
Absolutely.
leave.
If Kyrie's your future.
And you keep Kyrie and Hayward?
Yeah, no, keep Kyrie, keep Hayward for sure.
You keep them both?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
give him a real
I think
season.
so. I think you need to give them that chance.
Yeah, give him a
to
season.
Show us.
You give Hayward the season, you give Kyrie the season, you let Rozier walk because
Let him
you
go.
know every single time a player out of nowhere just shows up for the playoffs, there's always a team like the Suns or the Kings or the Bulls
So
ready
true,
to be
Blue.
like,
Blue.
that's the face of our team right there.
$80 million. Because you see what happened to Win Saturday? He had like a month and a half. He got $60 million.
He was sleeping on
Houston.
his friend's couch before he hit
He ain't sleeping on no
Linsanity.
couches no more.
Isn't that crazy?
Was buying
It
buying
is
couches.
crazy.
Yeah, but like I said, that's he got $55 million from the Rockets. We think Rozier about to get on the open market.
That's really
he
true.
keeps
Too much.
balling like this.
Too much.
I love Rozier, but like regular season when he's playing down there in Phoenix, He's not going to be Eric Bledsoe 2.0. He's not going to be Steve Nash.
I was just about to say Eric Bledsoe. You don't see that happening? You don't see that?
No, he's not gonna be Steve Nash 2.0. He doesn't have his
No.
he doesn't have his
Steve
Amari
Nash.
Stoudemire with him next to him.
I
but,
think we have to be careful as the media within these playoff times too. Is like when a player has like a breakout performance or series, we just take it and run with it on another level. Now, with that being said, there have been so many good breakout rookie performances this year.
Oh,
so many.
It is high time to kind of compare them and see what these players can leverage in the offseason based on what they've done so far. So I think it's interesting because all the attention has been on the Donovan Mitchells and the Ben Simmons. But let's talk about the rookies on the Celtics team and what they've been able to do.
they're doing real good. I mean, of course, Jason Tatum.
Obviously.
Come on
so
now.
Good. So good.
So good. He's playing out of his mind. I mean, drafted, what was John, like third? Third pick under who? Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball. Markelle Fultz forgot how to shoot, and Lonzo Ball's got a dad with control issues.
yeah.
No shots, LeVar, but
I'm throwing shots.
Yeah.
But-
You gonna kill that kid, bro.
but
all
you
of
gotta
them.
let
Oh my
him
God.
hear from the coaches and the staff and the analytics team. Like, just go with the other two boys. Like, Angelo's declaring for the draft.
You got LeVar undermining Magic though.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to throw shade, but
I'm throwing
it's
it,
coming
David.
from over here.
David, you a classy gentleman. I'm gonna throw
I'm
shade.
trying to be nice.
I'm gonna throw the
You
cooks
can
over
have
there.
a whole hour conversation about how
Lord,
terrible.
let that boy
That
cook.
is for a different day.
Let him
though,
cook,
'cause
please.
That will take us like.
We'll have soon we'll have the LeVar special. We'll just talk completely LeVar this entire show.
We're not going to do that because that's what he wants.
Yeah,
So we're not going to do
LeVar
that.
act like he the only daddy that care about his kids, man. You ain't the only one that care.
Right? Right. Like, I can't. I can't with that
my
guy.
God.
He's like, I did really well with my sons. I'm like, okay.
If
Listen,
I was,
you can't tell black parents not to be proud. They're gonna be proud.
Mira, that's the same thing with
Yeah.
Latin parents. Like, I
Yeah.
get
That's
it,
true, though.
but that man's tripping, rolling down the hill, and just I can't. So, how about them Celtics and this Cavs game?
The Celtics got well. Before we round out talking about them, one thing I thought was funny. It was kind of circulating around social media this week. Was a tweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Let's
good.
pull that up. It's from Jason Tatum's Twitter, asking Kim James to follow back. It's Larry Hughes' nephew from St. Louis and Abe and RJ little cousin and Justin's son follow back.
That's dope.
He made sure LeBron knew the entire lineage of why they were in that photo together, asking him for a follow back. And now, fast forward, they're playing each other
That's so
in these
crazy.
conference finals.
And
Yeah.
one's balling out and one's left to 15 points. I mean,
it's true, man. He's balling
For
man.
right now.
He's got them young legs, man. LeBron eventually is going. I don't know when. Listen, because I quoted saying myself in my house at night when I'm just by myself thinking crazy stuff. LeBron James is not Iron Man. I tell people this. LeBron James is the Iron Man suit. He's literally the Iron Man suit. Tony Stark got that somewhere in the house. Anytime Tony Stark want to play pickup basketball, he jump inside that suit. And I'm a firm believer that's an Iron Man suit right there. I'm a firm believer. I have not confirmed it or not. I have not proven it. But that man he's like the Mack 23 is what I call him. That's real talk, man. I just watched Avengers, so I'm like real.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you sound fresh out that
Yeah.
I'm like, LeBron James is like the Iron Man suit. You get inside. I didn't even play basketball.
Well, we haven't seen LeBron and Iron Man in the same room. So
See what
it
I'm
could be
saying?
true.
See,
I'm
being
just
with
saying.
me.
I'm
Conspiracy, she
I'm
with me.
just
you know,
say it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
One last thing going forward. I mean, we kind of spoke about it. Just things to look forward going to Game 2. I think that if the Celtics want to keep up this momentum, they need to keep Marcus Morris on LeBron.
Yeah.
Because that defensive assignment seems to be going well
He's
so
doing
far.
pretty good.
It's going great.
It is. And what do you guys think that either team needs to do going forward?
I think LeBron's just got to find a way to beat this Brad Stevens defense. I mean, because that's the reason why.
Collective defense.
Exactly. That's the reason why they beat the 76ers, because they shut Ben Simmons down. Completely down. Joel Embiid had no help from him. One game he scored 1 point. I mean, the 76ers, you could look back and they lost that series. Most games in that series they lost, all four, except for maybe one, except for maybe the first one, were way too winnable. They just missed shots, missed opportunities, missed 2 layups by Joel Embiid, and then gets the ball stolen, knocked off him out of bounds. But LeBron's just got to find a way, because that's what Brad Stevens does. He's such a great coach. He knows how to coach specific stars.
He's like, like hands are everywhere. They were deflecting so many passes from LeBron, and
Yeah.
and now it's gonna come to this point where LeBron's gonna figure it out. LeBron knows.
Oh, he will.
Brad
He will.
Stevens.
Yeah. It's LeBron, come on.
Let's stop. But like it's like these guys gotta hit shots, man.
He needs his team, and
Goodness
that is
gracious,
that
man.
is I don't know if they have it in them.
Yeah, this is a better Indiana.
They're a terrible defensive team.
This is not Indiana. This is a better Indiana. So
This
what
is-
I'm
no,
saying-
yeah.
So like LeBron had to do 40, 10, and 10 or whatever, and they barely beat Indiana.
You gotta do it again.
This ain't Indiana.
He
And then
can't
even-
score 15.
And even if let's say game 2 rolls around, even if he had the same stats, 40, 10, whatever, that's not enough to beat
Not
the
for this team. Nope.
Celtics
No, you need
or to beat Brad Stevens.
help. A lot of help
Yeah.
from Kevin Love, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., George Hill.
Spoiler alert, team, you guys have to play too.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not the Cleveland
Cheese
LeBrons.
and crackers,
I
man.
mean, I know it seems like it, but you need the help, and that's why
I
he.
can't stand it, Dave. I
Yeah.
can't stand it when I'm sitting here looking at the stat line. I'm looking at this thing like 4, 2, 1. I'm like,
No.
Yeah, like
What is
They
this?
need guys like Kyle Korver and J.R. Smith to start contributing, and the
JR
one
was-
thing that they're supposed to do, which is hit some threes, hit some timely
He's
shots,
missing
give them a
everything.
chance.
He was missing
Yeah.
everything today. Everything he put up, contested, wide open, just rimmed out,
Yeah.
bricks. Like he's not hitting shots the way he should.
no.
I mean,
He's
it's J.R.
a
Smith,
he's a
but
streaky guy though. He's super streaky.
Yeah, and you're right. Like when I seen that stat at the bottom, it was like 25-2 run to open the game. What?
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it what?
Pitiful.
Like 17-0 run
was
in the
not-
first quarter.
Not from the beginning. From the beginning.
Hilarious.
Well, the chat, CJ Holder says if the Cavs lose game 2, this series is over.
A
And
wrap.
Haywood Wong says game 2, the Cavs are winning it by 5 points. So
Oh, I like
it
the
seems like
specifics.
it'll be a
5 points.
a small margin on this second
Yeah,
win.
game 2 is everything. They will not beat
Yeah.
the Celtics if they lose game
No.
2.
No, it's
Not at
huge.
all.
They got to take that momentum going home.
Yeah.
They got to show the fans, hey, we can get one. We can beat this team. Because we said it before. Not like they have to. They literally have to win one on the road.
Yeah.
They have no
Yeah,
choice.
mathematically, they have to win.
Mathematically, if you were like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll win every game at home. No, you won't.
No.
You won't be fine because you're not gonna get past them and go to the finals for the 20th straight season. I don't know.
Well, before we get into this Houston Rockets Warriors preview, I want to take a minute to talk about our AfterBuzz TV founder, Maria Menounos, and let you guys know about her podcast. It's not something we've mentioned here on this channel before, but I want to talk to you guys about it because if you want to learn, grow, and have fun in all areas of your life, this podcast is one for you, which is why we're telling you about it right now. It's called Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, and it's hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder, and it drops every Friday on iTunes. So today's Sunday, Friday. Make sure you put that on your calendar. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life. From health and wellness to career and relationships, finances, and more, let Maria be the big sister that you've always wanted. I know there's a lot of guys probably listening on this channel, but it's still applicable. Lots of great advice on there.
Get on the podcast, y'all.
Get on it, guys.
It's true.
Just go to iTunes.com and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos. It's free. And when you're there, let her know that the NBA Weekly Squad sent you.
Word.
Yeah.
Give us that props.
Give us the props. Let her know. We're really excited about this podcast, so I wanted to tell you about it. Be sure to rate and comment and check out Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition.
Yep.
Word.
Yeah,
For sure, for sure.
for sure. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Tomorrow, my boys are playing.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow evening.
You don't hate that it's on a Monday?
It's gross. It is
I don't
gross.
really do a lot on Monday nights, so
Yeah, I'm hyped 'cause I don't do nothing
hate
on
it.
Monday.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's Monday now.
It's
Like,
like, was it 6?
I
5,
don't-
6.
Well,
It's
9 something
playoffs.
on the East, so it's gonna be 6
Well, I
something.
can
I'll
dig
let
it.
y'all know in a second.
I can dig it.
Bam.
Alright.
6 p.m.
Pero-
Eastern time.
6
Eastern time.
p.m.
Eastern.
TNT.
Pacific time.
Yeah,
Y'all, it's
6
been a
p.m.
long Sunday.
6 p.m. our time here in LA. That's what you need to know.
Monse, I love
Pacific time.
I kind of like the fact that you talked about how long of a gap it's been since their last series, because within this week has given the media, every single channel, a chance to, put out their Warriors Rockets predictions and previews and whatnot. So I wanted us to be able to have a chance to do that before tomorrow. So I'm gonna kind of go through I think the different aspects of this series in terms of offense, defense, the system and the coach that we're playing within, who has the more hunger, and the star player matchups, and just kind of talking about which team has the edge based on all of those things. So let's get into it, guys.
Get into it.
All right, so on offense, who has the edge here in terms of like firepower? We have KD, Curry, and Clay, obviously, going against the main scorers, CP3 and James Harden. Who do you think has the edge here?
Yeah, let's just get this out the way right
I know.
now.
I hate all these questions.
Let's just get this out the way right now.
I hate every single one of these
since,
questions.
Since we on this NBA show, everybody understands something.
We gotta put it out there.
Are we?
Let me put it out here. The greatest shooting duo tandem of all time is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
Yes.
We need to just stop with all this. People back in the 80s and Reggie Miller and listen, because
He was great, though.
I love those guys.
Me too.
It's a wrap. That is the best shooting backcourt of all time.
It's really annoying.
And oh, by the way, Keven Durant. Oh, hi, what's going on?
Yeah,
That
he's
guy.
there too.
And that dude is fabulous. But those two Splash Brothers are so
marksman.
annoying. I can't.
It's unbelievable. Who has the best offensive firepower? Your team, dude.
Your team. Because you have the Splash
You win
Brothers,
that one.
and then you have Kevin Durant. And then magically, freaking Iguodala will be standing in the corner thinking I don't know about what he's going to eat. He gets the ball and he shoots a 3 and he makes it. I don't
And then
understand.
when Draymond's making it, that's when they can't be beat.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
I love that you said that because Draymond Green is going to be, and PJ Tucker for Houston, I think, are going to be the two who are going to be left open a lot on the 3-point line, with each team kind of daring them to shoot because everyone else is kind of being covered. And I honestly feel like Draymond has more of a consistent shot.
Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not even gonna lie. If I was playing against the Warriors, I would not even joking. I would let Draymond
Shoot
I'd give
whatever
him-
he wants.
I'd give him 50 feet of space.
We're not letting him
Right.
shoot. He has to shoot. We got to go put 3 guys on Curry.
Y'all
Yeah.
remember Game 7, right? Game 7 when against the Cavs, right? Draymond had the best game of any Warrior. He had like a 37,
did.
10, and something like that. Because he was just, they were like, if you beat us, y'all gonna win.
Yeah.
But you need to stop getting out there in front of Draymond. You need to let him shoot that.
Just let him shoot it and you live with it because.
If he's hitting threes, it's a wrap. It's over.
Yeah, and he's not going to do that every game. So, like, if there's one game where Draymond is on fire,
All right.
I don't think he's going to do that the next game.
No, he's not streaky when it comes to like defense and intensity, but when it comes to the shot, some games will be on, some games will be off.
Right.
Just gotta let him do that.
Let him do it.
I think it's underrated, though, how much he creates his own offense, though, because he can cut through in the paint and still contribute in other ways.
I'm
so.
a firm believer that
For
Draymond
sure.
is the most important person on the team.
I
Oh, for
agree.
sure.
Yeah.
If I could pick one person to just get a little hurt, maybe just like a little, like a sprained ankle.
Draymond's unbelievable.
Draymond. It would be Draymond is like the hope and fears and everything of the team in one. Like,
He's a
it's
pain
like
in
that
the
meme where he's like talking to KD and he's like pointing at him and like talking in his face. That meme is hilarious. And you can add anything to that. Like, treat yourself. Do whatever you want. Like, it's just so, and that's what he is to the team.
Yeah,
you know
he
what I
is.
mean?
He
Like,
is.
he is their heart.
They had actually got that, like, watercolor painted and, like made up really nice and framed. It's actually funny. I think it was on Katie's Instagram or somebody's page. I saw that this week and I was like, damn, that meme will live in infamy.
It's
Like,
so good, but it's true. He is everything, and if he goes down, if he mentally goes down, the team will go down.
Because he's the mental strength of that entire team.
Yeah.
He's the strength of that entire team.
Yeah.
It's like not even because everyone talks about his emotions. I think that's what his. I think that's his negative. By the way, no one thinks that is. I think where Draymond doesn't get enough credit is his floor generalship. Like he's a floor general. I've never seen anything like it. Like he can get people in position. He notices mismatches. He pushes the ball up the floor. He sees somebody. He sees a switch. He calls switches. He sets screens.
He's
like
smart.
all that emotion stuff. I hate when people are like the emotional leader of the team. I go,
No.
man, that was they used that for people that didn't have no talent back in the day. That's what that really is, though. Really is. He is a great basketball player.
He's really
He doesn't
smart.
get enough credit for how smart he is on the court. He
I
really
agree.
don't.
Great IQ. Great
doesn't.
basketball IQ.
So, yeah, basketball IQ.
CJ Holder in the chat says they see PJ Tucker and Trevor Ariza going to be the main guys guarding. Are you talking about Draymond or KD in there? We're talking about KD, so talking about some matchups.
Can't nobody guard KD.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna
Yeah,
guard
you just-
KD.
they'll
He's just gonna go.
They'll
Just
be
take the
around
ball,
him.
go
They'll be
over
around,
you.
They'll be
and I'll
around
just
KD.
put that one
Yeah.
up.
Okay, well, since we're talking about that, let's shift gears and talk about matchups. Because I see in this series, I feel like the Warriors should put Iguodala on Clint Capella to kind of
It's interesting.
balance
Okay.
that out a
That's
little
very
bit. And
interesting.
I know there's been a lot of talk about putting Clay on James Harden, but I think they should match him up with KD just because of the height advantage that's there. So
Yeah, I love Clay. Clay's one of the best perimeter defenders ever.
Yeah.
That's another thing he don't get credit for.
Yeah.
6'7" with range, he can shoot. That's why sometimes I guess they don't have an off night shooting. I think it's because he's guarding a hard offensive player.
Yep.
And I think he gets. Guys, people get tired. That's what I know. Lord have mercy, man. People get tired running all around all the. So
Yeah.
but no one can guard James Harden. Man. I've never seen a one-on-one basketball player of that caliber in my entire life.
So you don't think anybody's shutting down James Harden
Absolutely.
in this series?
Unless they collectively guard him.
They gotta-
One-on-one, impossible.
Somebody's gonna get tired.
Oh,
They got to
my
throw,
gosh.
like Steph,
Clay,
Clay, Draymond, Steve Kerr on him.
Steve Kerr. I'm
Dave
done.
Bloom's on
Don't
fire
that
right
way.
now. Dave Bloom's aspiring to my parking lot defense. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
the
talking
parking lot defense.
Right.
You got to do it to Steph, but you got to do it to Harden as well. You got to put just like 3 guys right there guarding him in his face.
Absolutely.
Because he can make any bailout shot.
Yeah.
Any bailout shot. He can, I mean, he's one of the best shooters I think we've seen all season. He can hit wide open shots, but if he's got like 2 guys on him and the shot clock's down to 2, he can turn around and hit that fadeaway.
really can.
He can
Yep.
step back and then cook on him and get cursed by Lil B. Like he can.
And he's so
He
good
could do
at
it all.
getting the foul. Like that was something
Draws more fouls than
that
anybody in the league.
Donovan Mitchell hated. He even said in a press conference, he said like some bad things about it, but something about like if that's what it takes to be MVP, I don't want it. But like he really does draw the foul in a way that nobody else
But that's
does.
an art though.
You have to be
That is
like,
an art.
It is.
extremely disciplined in your body and
Yes.
how you attack, like even just how you go, like if you're leaning too much, like it's down to like every little nook and
It's
cranny
so
of your
true.
body has to be
Every
on point.
twitch.
Every twitch.
Every twitch.
You look a little too much, just like whoop, foul.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you just don't, like that's how meticulous you have to be when guarding someone like him.
And
For sure.
what the young buck got to understand, Mitchell has to understand is like James Harden ain't calling the foul.
Right.
See,
Yeah,
that's what
the refs
the
are.
young buck does. You can't put his MVP on the line. You can't say that's crazy stuff. to talk.
No, right.
Like, cause he ain't blowing the whistle. This
Right.
ain't playground basketball.
Yeah.
Like he's going to the hole, and the refs are like, "Oh, we have to do something." Like you don't have to call the foul, man. They always call foul for James,
Always.
man. Like you don't have to do it. So it's one of those things where he puts the pressure on that whistle.
He does.
So does Steph though. People don't understand. Steph draws fouls too, man. Steph goes to the hole. He makes people make decisions.
Well, he's done a better job at getting to the line this season.
Yeah.
He's utilizing that pump fake a little
Yeah.
more, changing his body as he's going up to hit those
he's a
layups
great finisher.
to draw the contact, which honestly I feel like in the 2 years prior in his MVP seasons he wasn't getting those calls, and I felt like that was disrespectful to him
You know, it's funny.
personally.
I think it's.
So-
I might be crazy, but I feel like Curry is so like finesse that like he'll drive in
Exactly.
and literally avoid you, and like he doesn't get fouled, and it might, but like James Harden will go into you.
he bumps you in.
Yeah.
LeBron James will go into you. While I think Curry is just so finesse. He's
To a
like
fault, almost.
almost to a
Yeah. Oh,
fault.
of course.
Like an ice skater. He just kind of swivels away from it to try and get to the basket.
That's what I like about Steph, because all these people that go hard to the paint, them little guys, they get hurt, man. So
Yeah.
don't be, listen, all that Westbrook, Iverson stuff, it's adorable. It's great for ESPN highlights. But Steph, stay healthy, bruh. I need to see you for 10 more years, man.
Yeah,
You
he's
got
a-
2 extra days.
Avoid the contact. You little light in the locals, man.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a great
God.
shooter, but if he goes up against like any center in the
Boom.
entire NBA, he's getting hurt.
get hurt.
Yeah.
He's getting hurt, and nothing against like his talent or skill or
He's a small
anything,
guy.
but he's a small guy. I mean, you can't fight that. It's
No.
genetics.
Gotta want him to get it. Like, I
Yeah.
like that he avoids the contact.
Yeah, I
Really.
think he does that because he's that good.
It's true, but you
I-
said it before. He's one of the best finishers.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's got some of the best floaters in the entire best floater
Yes.
game.
But sometimes his floaters would be so amazing, and he'll get the contact. But I think the refs, included, everyone's just like, "Wow, he
Yeah.
made it in," and then the game continues, and I'm
That
like,
is-
"If this was anybody else,
No,
like you're
that's a
still
fair
mesmerized
point.
No, they're
by
not-
the shot.
they're not even here,
that
they're
you're
just
not
like-
even gonna give him the call."
That's a fair point, though.
That used to drive me
That's
nuts.
all the way up
That
there.
is true. I be seeing that sometimes. They don't even. I'm like,
Like-
that boy got murdered.
And
there.
he's like, "Hello," and it's like, yeah, we're so amazed by the circus shot that he's not getting those calls, but. I
Like you
digress.
just threw one 50 feet in the air, it went out, hit a
Told you these
plane,
refs, man, they get,
went back down,
And they're like,
and they were just
"Ooh."
like, whoa.
And
And he's
nothing
like,
but
I just
net.
got slapped and like pushed to the ground. Can I have the foul? They're like, yeah, whatever. Look at the shot. Hold up.
Well,
It's too good.
This season, there's been a lot of talk of systems and coaches, obviously with Brad Stevens getting a lot of the headlines, but Steve Kerr's system and what they've created in Golden State is nothing to be overlooked.
believe
So is what Mike D'Antoni has created in Houston. So going into this matchup, which team do you think has the edge in terms of the system that they're playing in and the coaching style that's driving these teams?
good question.
Rockets don't play enough defense.
Yeah.
They're playing better defense though.
Better, but not enough to beat the Warriors
We'll
and
see.
their system
We'll
and their
see.
spaced floor. Literally every single person on the floor can shoot
I'm
system.
not sure yet, Bloom. I'm really not. This is the one I'm really. I had Houston winning, going to the finals since the first night they beat Golden State. I was like, oh, this team can beat them. But that was a totally different scenario. You're right about what you're saying. Like, but they've been playing better defense, man. D'Antoni hired a pretty good defensive coordinator type guy, like defensive coach, and they just gotta you gotta be committed, man.
You have to. That's what it is. It's like all of them have to commit. We've talked about how the Warriors, like
They're
every
all in.
single one of them
Yeah.
is in it
They're
to
locked
win it.
in. You know,
Every play.
Every play.
They even
It's
got
like
Nick Young balling like that.
Yeah.
Nick Young's
Right.
even scrappy.
Don't give him too much credit. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying,
Swaggy P,
he's over here digging in. I'm like, you don't play no dig? Can you please stop buying into the system?
I mean, that's probably his only highlight because offensively he hasn't been too amazing this year. But sorry, I'm just hating on Nick Young right now.
Listen, it's okay. You're hating on a Warrior. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's fine. But I'm with you that the Rockets could, sit together and they could be like, listen,
You know what?
if we get together and we play as a team defensively, we have a chance. So I'm with you that they're not that great. They've been playing better. And I think if they really wanted to, they could step up their defensive game just to the same level as the Warriors.
Yeah, game one's the whole series.
So you
though.
think stepping up their defense plus the system that they already have is gonna get them over the hump?
It can't. I'm not saying it is.
Okay.
I'm saying it can get them over the
It's
hump.
it's one of the ways they can.
It's one of the ways they can.
Because D'Antoni takes a lot of heat, but let me tell you something he did do. He changed James Harden's career.
He did.
Oh, for sure.
Like you can always say, well, yeah, he doesn't get it done, man. These players gotta play. Man, a coach can only draw up X's and O's. They have to play. How about they let him down in Phoenix? How about that? Y'all can talk about all this. He doesn't believe in defense. Okay, then. You know what? As a player, if you on defense, play D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm just going to change the narrative a little bit. Like, these players have to play. James Harden, if you admit his career is, oh my goodness, I'm going to put the ball in your hand. I'm going to put the ball in your hand. I trust you to make decisions. People, it's been so long ago, people forget they said James Harden couldn't pass. James Harden wasn't a team player. James Harden's all about ball. He's a ball hog. That was a couple years ago. All these sports pundits were saying that. What did he do the year James Harden came in there? Led the league in assists.
Yep.
Like he's changed. D'Antoni's system has changed James Harden's career. And then CP3 like committing to playing off the ball. Lord have mercy. Something that he could ever do.
Yeah.
Sitting back and chilling for a little bit. So it's interesting to see when people buy into the system. What we can do. With all due respect, man, Mario Stoudemire was injured every 5 seconds. Let's be real, man. That Phoenix team was in shambles.
Yeah.
So like when you get a team, I know D'Antoni's like, this is the best team I've ever coached.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
It
'cause
has
Oh,
to feel
of
like
course.
that.
He's like, okay, these guys are buying into my system a little bit. Reason's buying into my. I like my squad right now. They're the number 1 seed in the West. Play ball, man.
Yeah.
Enough's enough, man. Y'all gotta play ball.
Well, to keep our panel balanced, I also want to talk about the Golden State system since we spend so much time talking about
course.
Houston's. Because, it is the best in basketball. Other teams have restructured their teams to kind of
Houston.
keep up with it.
They
Houston.
tried.
That's their whole
literally
season. It's basically
built
how
to
can we
beat
compete with the
them.
Warriors?
I mean, that's everyone.
That's why they play. But they're like, all right, so we built the squad. What are you gonna do in like 5 years? 5 years? No, we're going for the Warriors this year.
Yeah.
Like that's all we care
They
about.
ain't worry about it in 5
Yeah.
years.
No, but you're right.
And we've seen players come into this system and flourish. Look at JaVale McGee, how far he's come. And
What's everybody like when they hear his name
well,
called?
I mean, 'cause
Y'all
he
ain't
was-
right, man.
yeah. And players like Nick Young, who, like you've pointed out, are improving, being put into this system. It seems like it's a system that allows the best to be brought out of each player. And, it's really anchored by this now Hamptons 5 that we've coined it. So
Why do they call it that?
Yeah, why have to
because they met up in the Hamptons to
Gross.
convince Katie to join this.
I didn't know it was gonna be a poop origin story.
What?
My
Listen,
You guys didn't know
America,
this?
America, that is the most garbage origin story I've ever heard. I was getting so excited for something like basketball related. We met up.
We
in
met
the
up at the
Hamptons.
Hamptons and
Oh my
convinced
God.
Katie
Hey,
to
Katie.
join
I hate
us.
this team so much. I'm
Come
back
here.
to hating this team. I hate this team again.
Goodness. I hated
Thank
this.
you.
And
Welcome. Come back. Come back to the good side.
Y'all are annoying.
I was hoping you
can't.
didn't have the answer to that.
How
The
does
light
that-
side.
I would.
How does
You know I
that
would.
story not annoy you? Like, how does that not?
Okay,
We met up in the
kinda,
Hamptons.
It's kind of annoying, but buzzwords we need them because we can't call them the death lineup anymore. Zaza Pachulia is not part of that, so they have to change the name. They have to change the name.
It does have a nice ring to it, though.
Yeah.
The Hamptons.
The
Five.
Hamptons
Five.
Five. When are they releasing an album? I want to know. After the
Gross.
playoffs. Anywho, the last thing that I want to talk about before we wrap up is just hunger and the mindset going into these upcoming games, because we've kind of spoke about it in the beginning, just the fact that Golden State in a way does feel disrespected by all the talk surrounding them finally being dethroned this year. And then on the flip side, Houston's like, we want it all. There's different narratives coming into this. So who do you think has the mental edge here? and the team that's more hungry for something they've never had, or a team that's looking to make a statement and repeat?
Well, if you're talking about hunger, I mean, think about this. You have one team that has like 2 rings in the last like 3 years, one of the best offensive lineups I've ever seen, and the best record in the NBA. And you got a team with a player who's never actually been to a conference finals before, a player that's going for his MVP, and a team that hasn't won the championship. And I think in a good amount of time.
Hakeem time.
Hakeem time. I think like 1 or 2 years, maybe 2 in a row.
Sheesh.
The Rockets, of course they're hungrier.
They are.
They want it much more. They built their entire team, I just said it before, to beat the Warriors. The Warriors, I'm gonna just put this, I'm trying to be like as much logic as I can. Think about it. If you've eaten twice in the past 3 years versus if you haven't eaten in the last couple, like 1 or 2
And
decades.
some people in their whole career.
Yeah, some in their entire career, one person has never even tasted food before. Let me tell you, no food, not even half of food, not even a conference finals worth of food. Obviously, this team is going to be hungrier, and that's going to show a lot because they're going to be fighting much more. The Warriors, I mean, I think the Rockets are going to take a couple games. I think the Warriors are going to pull it out, but the Warriors are going to be scared. They have not faced a team like this except for maybe the 3-1 lead Cavs in this era of these players.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're like, we're not scared of the Warriors, like my daddy always said. Daddy quote, you
Gotta
don't
have
be
one.
scared to get your ass whipped. That's what my dad would say. You don't gotta be scared. They ain't scared, right?
Yeah.
But when you got Steve Kerr talking about rings, this team, Houston better be careful, man. The first 5 minutes of the game tomorrow will determine the series. I am telling you right now.
5 minutes.
5 minutes in, if they get the doors blown off them in 5 minutes, Houston will get swept.
Oh, if it's 60-3 in the first 2 minutes of the game,
I'm telling.
that shows.
Steve
That
Kerr
shows the
talking
entire
about
game.
rings. I said he hit a breath. I said, did Steve Kerr just say, "Oh Lord, this man don't never talk about no rings." So he really wants this team.
We've awakened the beast.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I can't believe it.
because the Warriors have something to prove. Up until the last 3 seasons, let's be real, everyone was like, okay, the Warriors are gonna win. The Warriors are gonna win. Like the season, it would be game 1 of the first, the 2018 season, and it was like, okay, the Warriors are gonna win.
Yeah, they were like, there's no debate.
There's no
question.
debate.
Yeah.
That's been the last couple seasons. It's been quite boring. Let's be real, because everyone's expecting them to
It's
win.
true.
Absolutely.
And now people are talking. Hey, there's a chance that they could lose.
I got the upset, y'all. I'm letting y'all know. I've been calling it. I'm gonna stand by it. It don't mean it's gonna happen because I'm having nightmares just thinking about it, man.
I don't.
First 5 minutes, y'all hear me. First 5 minutes, you'll know.
It's true.
You'll
It's
know.
true.
Okay.
I don't want to go too far, but you know what I was thinking with my brothers? I was like, what if the Rockets win? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
And then they lose to the Cavs.
Oh, that's my dream though. You funny. Girl, you inside my head. It's like Inception. That's what I had.
I mean, I
had
would
Houston
hope that
winning.
they lose to the Cavs.
No,
Because I feel like they're gonna put all of their marbles
That's what I want.
into this basket.
She has figured out my scheme. I want them to have 7 games, grueling,
Yes.
tough.
This is their finals.
Well, that's
this
not
is their
gonna happen.
finals
This
right
is
here.
their finals.
It
But
probably isn't.
wouldn't that be
Probably isn't.
freaking bizarre? Like if
what I
it
want.
went down that way?
That's what I want.
Yeah, the Cavs are there like, he's hurt, you're tired, I'm just...
Cavs
Here,
are like, we don't have to
go
beat the
for it,
Warriors.
LeBron. Hell, we don't even need him.
weird season
Jordan
that would
Clarkson,
be.
come here.
That would be absolutely insane. It's gonna be a crazy series, but
It will be. We're kind of running late on time, so I didn't get a chance to show you guys this clip.
Oh.
But if you can, check out Steph Curry in his practice interview talking about, kind of daring the Houston squad to guard him. And I know you wanted to talk about that, Evan, because a lot of legacies are on the line with the playoffs, and a lot of just like stigmas about players can either get validated or broken. And one being Steph's defense.
This is
and
Harden's whole career right here, by the way. His
Yeah.
career-defining series. If he shows up small, he will never live it down.
No.
They'll destroy him. Oh,
Yeah,
Run it.
let's run it. Just hear from Steph real quick.
Every single play. I hope it's every single play.
He's not joking. Man. They're laughing. He's not laughing.
Yeah, you joked to Steph.
He's not laughing.
No, I'll be fine. I mean, obviously, James averages 30 points a game. It's hard to stop, but for anybody in the league. But we've been in situations where teams want to try to pick on whoever. It's kind of funny if you look at the, coach, the Hampton Five.
There you go.
Lineup that's out there. I would probably do the same exact thing if I was coaching against me. But that's When you got Clay, Andre, Draymond, and KD out there,
A partridge in a pear tree.
Exactly.
embrace those opportunities to get stops, try to make it tough in those ISO situations, whatever the case is, and just do my job. And at the end of the day, for us, we have a pretty good game plan going into it. We've played teams that try to do that constantly, whether it's Cleveland in the finals the last 3 years or whatever team tries to do it. We handle our business.
All right. Well,
So listen.
he's saying they're gonna handle business no matter who we throw at him.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Because this used to bother me, man. I used to go back and forth with people and let people like talk my ear off about Steph Curry's not that good. Steph Curry's overrated. And Steph Curry never played back in the day because of hand checking and. No, you know what? I don't know anyone that can guard that kid. I've seen it. I've seen it enough. How many times y'all gotta see the same movie? How many times you gotta see Freddy Krueger or Jason to know that people gonna die? Steph Curry. I just sat back in the couch one day. I was like, I get so tired of people talking about the old era. They ain't never seen anything like that.
No.
Dude. I was watching. It was when they were closing out. They were closing out before we go. They were closing out the Pelicans, and like Rondo was guarding him. Let me tell you something. Steph Curry, like there's a clip where he stepped over half court, and it looked like he was about to shoot from half court. Right. The defender jumped. Think about that.
They
'Cause
know.
he actually thought that I gotta guard that.
He can actually make this.
And that was a valid
Crazy.
contest.
Don't
Yeah,
tell me
'cause
that
it
dude's
could
overrated.
happen.
It could happen. He just like flinched, but he was just passing. But he was like, okay, we good. He guarded the half court line. It's the funniest clip ever. I said that's not overrated right there. This boy can ball, man. So if he's feeling a little salty, man, y'all gotta be careful, man. You don't want him getting mad.
Yeah.
I will say, I think a lot of the times with these supercharged kind of matchups where it can really go either way, it does come down, I believe in basketball sometimes, to just a matter of will and how much one player wants it. And I think people grossly underestimate how bad Steph wants this and will continue to silence his haters. So
Yeah.
Respond.
Let's not get his wife involved because then she gets into
I'm gonna
it.
hear
yeah,
just-
Aisha, stay off Twitter this
Bye,
week.
Aisha. Bye, Aisha.
Hey,
like,
boo, boo.
oh.
Let's keep it quiet, man.
Yeah.
Well, this was so fun.
I love when the ladies tell the other lady to be quiet. See, I like that.
No,
I like when the
I
women
love
say
me some
shush.
Aisha. I
You
do,
like-
but
Aisha.
just stay off Twitter.
Stop, girl.
They got the baby coming. You gotta stay calm,
Another baby?
Yeah,
You
they're
need to slow down,
expecting a
Steph.
third one.
He's in 5 million people to college. He's good.
That's real talk.
He's
man.
cool.
That's
He's
real.
cool.
Well, that's it for this week, guys. Next week we'll be probably talking about how crazy this series is going.
It's about
really
to
mad
get.
or really happy.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back here, and it's gonna be real.
Absolutely. Well,
Real.
thanks so much to everyone who joined us in the chat tonight. You guys were awesome, contributing in
Thank
so
you.
many ways. Until next week, you guys can find me all over social media at Christine Bean. David, where can they find you?
Bloom!
Yeah, you can find me at David H. Bloom on both Instagram and Twitter. Man, just
Follow
come
your
on,
boy.
Tara Rozier.
Just follow him.
Come
follow
on.
Bloom.
You can follow me. You can do good in the playoffs. Either or, just you know what I want.
Nobody else be talking about you. You better follow him. I'll be watching the sports show. There'll nobody talk about Terry Rozier.
That is very true. Your
Nobody.
number one
Where can
fan
they
right
find
here. You guys can find me across social media at Monse Bolanos, MonseBolanos.
Oh, it's your boy. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Evan T. Mack. I'll let your boy, man. Y'all be a Terry Rozier. Stop playing, man.
You know, hold on. I'm gonna say this real quick, right here, right now. Celtics win the series. I'm buying a jersey.
Whoa.
I'm buying one and I'm wearing it to the next show we do when they're in the finals.
You heard it first.
You right here.
Rozier.
It's official. That is official.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.